Welcome back to Discussions by Daylight, the series where we talk about the game and community we love and how it could be better. So, I know there are people who watch me who are like, want me to do these regularly, and I'm trying to, but I just want you guys to understand, I'm not a Dead by Daylight YouTuber. I do like to make content about it, but I'm just a horror content creator in general. I'm gonna do a variety of content. I'm not always gonna do DVD stuff, you know? But I still want to give you guys Discussions by Daylight every once in a while. So today's Discussions by Daylight is going to be about how I think there's one franchise that is really missing from Dead by Daylight among the ever-growing roster of classic horror games. Games like Five Nights at Freddy's that's soon to join us, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Left 4 Dead. We've got so many classic franchises that are coming to Dead by Daylight, and while there's a lot of them I want and a lot of them I think that need to come to Dead by Daylight, we'll talk about that in a different video that's a larger discussion on different franchises that need to be in the game. But today we're talking about one that I think needs to be in the game that people forget about all the time, and even though it was on the behavior survey, it seems like people generally don't seem to really understand the impact that these games had and how important they are to some of your favorite franchises, and that is Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame is one of my favorite franchises. I like it more than Resident Evil. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. Like, I like 4, 7, and 8, but I like Fatal Frame so much more than Resident Evil. Not saying it's like, oh, it should be in the game instead of Resident Evil. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's one of my favorite franchises ever. And it's a classic horror franchise, and at one point, Fatal Frame 2 was considered to be one of the scariest games that had ever come out. So the fact that it's not already in Dead by Daylight is absolutely shocking to me, especially with the large pool of survivors they could do for, like, it could have potential to have as many survivors, like legendaries and everything, as Resident Evil, like 2 survivors with a bunch of legendaries. Like, it would be absolutely amazing. My personal pick for who I would love to play as from Fatal Frame is my favorite character, Yuri Kozukata, but I would be honestly fine with any of them. Miyu would be fine, Rui would be fine, really any of the cast from Fatal Frame 5 would be my personal preference, but that's just because that's the one I played, so that's the one I really like. But yeah, that's really all there is to say about that. I just think they really need to add it. And we'll talk more about franchises I think do 100% need a spot in the next Discussions by Daylight. But on this one, I wanted to talk specifically about Fatal Frame, why it should be in the game. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you'll watch to this point and you want to prove it, comment camera. If you enjoyed it, consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Do all YouTube shit, I greatly appreciate it. If you disliked it, share it with the friend group chats. You make fun of me and my stupid video. I will see you on the next Discussions by Daylight, or whatever video you catch me on next. Take care, and God bless.